Hi friends, welcome to Tuber's Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make a Crud API using Laravel tool. Okay, so this blog explain everything how to build a successful Laravel Crud API system. Let's do it. So if you want to go to the Laravel official site, you can have a clear documentation how the Laravel 12 works. Okay, you can have a nice documentation how the Laravel 12 works. So you can see go and have a the respective website. You can see here. You can go to the everything installation and everything is there. Laravel. Okay. So here now what you're going to do is I'm going to go to create the Laravel apps. Okay. So what you're going to do is I'm going to go to my documentation. This one. Okay. Okay. So here you can install the Laravel project. Laravel, if you are using the project, this is your project name, GPS app. These are the Laravel keywords. Composer, create, project, Laravel, slash, Laravel. This is your project name. Now let's go through it. I'm going to go to the G drive. Here I'm going to create the project. Laravel 12 Crud API. Type CMD. Here I'm going to paste this project name. Here. Okay. So if you like, you can type it. So here already I have a website, so you can go to this link. I have provided links below. You have to change the name of your app. Okay. So I don't have to change it, so I just copy and paste it. You have to change the name. But what is the app you have created? Okay, GPS. I just give GPS. Whatever name you can give based on your project name. If it is a library management system, your library app. If it is a inventory management system, inventory app, like that. Okay, so you have to create the project name upon your app. Okay, so that is important stuff. So the installation beginning, so you have to wait until the installation get completed. Laravel project installation is completed. Now you can see there is a project folder has been created. Now I'm going to go to inside this folder, type by the command cd GPS app. Go inside this project, open my project in VS Code editor, go space dot to open my project in VS Code editor. All the project I opened the project successfully. Here you can see the project. This is a project. This is the all the folder structure. This is the file structure. Now here this is the folder structure. You can see the inside the app folder. It consists of the following folders. Inside the app folder, it consists of controller, models. After that, you can see here resources folder. There is a view folder. So another one is routes. This is managed by the URL management system. Okay. Each folder do the various action. Okay. So here now this is the model view controller. Model controller view. So resources. Okay. Now first I'm going to go to env file. This is based on database management system. This is managed all the database configuration. Here you will be able to see. So I not yet connect my exam. So I have to open up my stamp server. So click start to run my exam server. It's running. Going to start again. This is also the running. But now it's running successfully. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to click admin. Now here I'm going to click new. Here I'm going to create the database with this name, GPS app. Copy this, paste on it over here. click create. My database has been created with this name. After that, we have to migrate the tables using the migration command. Okay, now here my database has been created. So in defaultly the database is coming as SQLite. We have to change it as MySQL. So this is the default configuration. Now let's select all. Hold on the control key down and press forward slash on the keyboard. You have to uncomment it. You have to specify the name of the database which you have created. I have created the database which name is GPS app. This name I am going to copy, given here. Root is a username, password is blank. File save all. Now what you are going to do is I am going to done the all things are well. Now I am going to go to create the migration command. So file, new term, open up the new terminal. Now what you are going to do is, so here after configure the project, you can run the project. Okay, so before this one run it, let's create the migration command. Okay, so we haven't create any tables yet. So you can see there is no table, nothing is there. So once you create the table, we will do it. Okay, so how to create the table which we created in Laravel, it's called as a migration. So how to create it? You have to run this command php artisan make migration create tables. You have to specify the name of the tables. Students, this is a plural. You have to try it as plural. Students. If it is office, it's office. Staffs. You have to create as a plural. Okay, when you create the tables, you have to create it as a plural in Laravel. Okay, so just copy this, right click. Now the migration file has been created successfully. You can see here where you can see this inside the database folder migration. You can have a create student table is there. Okay, click on this, press enter key on the keyboard. Now you have to specify the name of the tables. These are the name of the tables, so there. Just copy it. Okay, these are the following columns I want to create inside the table. This is the student table. This student table, what are the columns we need? So I have created these 3 columns: student name, address, and phone number. You have to include whatever column you need. If you want to include name, address, phone number, email address, whatever you can. Okay, I have only these 3 columns I have included: name, address, phone number. The name is based on string, address is based on string, phone number is string. Okay, so along with null. This is the columns we have created. Now let's file. So you have to keep remember after you have changed the columns names, you keep remember file save all, then only the table has been saved. Okay, without save and run, the table columns not created. Okay, this all things are not created. Okay, you don't forget to save all. Okay, after done the stuff, now you have successfully created the migration command. You have to specify the table names, table column successfully, name, address, phone number. Okay, after that you have to write the migration command to apply the table. So apply the table. So php artisan migrate. Press enter key. Now you can see all the migration is done successfully. Okay, so you can see, go to click structure here. You have newly created student table is, you will be able to see name, address, phone number, everything's fine. Okay, now let's go to create the controller API. I'm going to create the controller. How to create the controller? PHP artisan make controller student controller API. Okay, so how to create the controller? We have to create we are not create the ordinary controller, we have to create the APIs. So PHP artisan make controller, student controller, you have to write API. So let's copy this. So we have to running the API request. Okay. Rather than create to normal control, if you are using the API control, we have to manage many various devices. You have to create one CRUD application. We can test out the various devices using this API. Okay, so this is the nowadays very famous one. Rather than if you are developing the post system only, the desktop only we can use, but if you are using like this, yeah, whatever devices you can use it. Okay, you can use Flutter app, mobile app development app as well. Okay, so present the key. Okay, desktop app as well. Okay, so this API you see. Okay, because this is a API you have created. Done successfully. PHP make controller, student controller API. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is here, I'm going to go to create the model. Okay, what is model? Model is a part where I communicate with the databases. Okay, when the controller asks the data from the model, one is the part where I communicate with the database, and they ask to get the data from the database to pass into the controller. Okay, so how to create the model? You are using this following command: PHP artisan make model name, which is a student. So let's run the present the key. Now the model has been created. Where the model is created, inside the model folder, here there is a model which is this one model. Okay, this model we have to include the schemas. Okay, so protected the table which name is students. Key primary key ID, fillable column, the rest of the columns are fillable columns. Name, address, phone number. Name, address, phone number. These are the fillable columns. Okay, this is the primary key. These are the fillable columns. Okay, what are the columns you have created on the database? Same name, same column. This column names match with this. Then only the data will be displayed through the columns. Okay. That's the thing, very must. You must know these things well. These things you must know. Okay. Now what you are going to do is, we have done perfectly well everything. We have done the model successfully, view successfully, sorry, model successfully, controller successfully. Now I'm going to go to the another part, which is a route. Okay. So route, which is a nothing but a data URL management system. It is known as a URL management system. How the URL working? Okay, so if you go to the Google, you have to type google.com. If you have to access this particular software /student. Okay, so we have to select this one. You have to go to routes. This is a URL management. So there is a folder called routes. Inside the folder there is a file which is a web.php. This one. After that, this is the controller. This is not a ordinary controller. This is a resource controller along with the API. Because this is API. This is the API with API resource controller, which managed by all the CRUD operations. Okay, so here you can see all the CRUD operation is managed. Index, store, show, update, destroy, everything. Okay, so you have to specify here inside the route folder. You have to specify if the request is coming /student, it goes to student control. Student control is reside on the inside the app HTTP controller. Here this is the Here the student is resided. API student. Okay, student is resided here. Okay, this is how we have created the student control. Okay, now what you are going to do is, I'm going to go to run the routes. So here, what you are going to do is here, I'm going to this all the things. This is the code snippet for the controller. So control code snippet, you just copy this. I have to explain. First, you have to put the the controller. First, you have to put the model where your model is resided. My model is resided. What is the model? Model where we have get the data to the controller. Okay. So my model is resided in the model. This one we have to give the path of the model. Okay. So here, first one I'm going to create the this one. I just copy and paste and explain. Don't worry. Okay. What are the things we have done it here? I have created the variable student. After that, we have to create the function. This function, I have to create the object. Object means in the controller we are communicating with the database and get the data from the model. This is the model where which will be passing the data to the controller. So we have tell the path where your model is resided inside the app folder, models and student, which is a model name. Okay, so this path, if you are calling this one, this path will come in here. So the model is created, model object is created student. Okay, that's it. Index function, what you're going to do is, we have to create it simply, we have to write it as a return this student all mean. If a student all mean, what happen is, all the model data, what is the data you save through the API, all the data will be back. Okay, here just call return student. After store method, which will be do it here, return the student create. What is the request coming via the API? API means we are testing purpose. We are using the Postman tool. What's the data you are passing the request, getting all the data. This is the object we have created student. There is a method called create. If you are passing the Laravel ORM tool, which is a create, the record has been created. The Laravels you can see, think of that Laravels how it's easy, how it's easy. Okay, so the record is coming. We have only have a method which is a create method. This is the object we have created. So this path we have created the object. Just you have to put this create method, the record is created. Okay, how far is it easy? After that, the show command, which will be show the data. If you want to find the data, what the data you are finding, searching, get that particular ID and finding the entire column. After the update, here also what I did here is, you have to create the variable student, this student. First, when you update the record, first you have to find the record. So first, the record, updated record and finding ID both are coming. First, finding the record, find ID, get it, which record you are going to update, finding the ID and load the record based on the ID. After that, get all the record. You have to call the update command and update the record and return it. Okay, first you have to check the ID. The ID match record is exists in the database table or not. If the ID matching record is existing in the database table, the particular row you have changed something else, you have to click update, the record has been updated. After that, delete. Once the ID is coming based on your destroy here, get the ID, find the record, and there is a method your ORM to delete it, as the record has been deleted. That's the thing you have to do it. Now here what you are going to do is we have done it. This one I'm going to go to create the routes we have created as a web. This is not working. So you have to create instead of this all the things are do it as a RESTful API. So you try it as PHP artisan install API. Now it is installing the route as a API. Now you can see here. Here right, yes. Now you can see here. Yes, API file is there. It is created. Here we have to call that one. Then only the API works. Not this file, this. So here we have you can see here my controller is reside on a app controller controller here student controller, not a API folder. We addition at the API folder. That's it. Now that's the thing you have to write. Let's file save all. Now let's run that PHP artisan migrate. So this artisan serve. So this support we are app is running. So we have to open up the terminal with the Postman to check it. This is the port, and this is the API we have tested. So API student post method. Your body you have to type as a row. You have to type the JSON format. Open and close it. So how to write the JSON format? You have to type it the name, the following field. Name, address, phone number. Copy this. Name, you type John. You have to copy, paste it. Address, India. Phone, like that. You have this one change it as a JSON. Let's run that. What is there? Post student API. Okay, this one we have to remove them. Let's save all. Let's run it. Okay, it's added. Okay, record is added successfully. Okay, it's added successfully. Okay, when you add the record. Okay, so here you can see here PHP. Here there is a command. You can check it. The build command. Now let's run the command. We have to get record. So using this get API. Here getting all the records. Okay, now what you are going to do is you have to do the update record. So finding the record, update the record. You are using this one student. This is called as a finding record. This is show record. So if you click on this, sorry, What happened? I stop it. Accidentally I stop it the server. Here this show method, you can telling like that. You have to provide the ID and get method, not post method, get method. Click it here. So what is the thing is get method, student ID 1. Because what's the problem is here, it's not coming, or it's a problem. Just go here. Here the problem is return. You have return type here, not typing the return type. That's why. Okay, it's not typing the return type. This, so you have tried this student. Now let's check it. It shows. Okay, we are not typing the student. After that, the post update method. So here you can see here this update and out the work is the same thing. You have to update put, you have to change the method as put 1. Now here John, you have tried like this, changes, India also changes. If you click on this, record has been updated. Here what happens is the changes record along with the ID, both are coming here. First find the row, after that update the row. That's the thing. Or delete, the same thing. We only the change is the delete destroy method, delete method. This is the same ID. Click on this, record has been deleted. Now if you want to find the record, you can see the find record. What happened? Record is not there. This will make the API. Okay. Thank you for watching. This tutorial helpful you all to learn this API create application using Laravel 12. Thank you for watching.